Why does biotech and biotech ETFs look attractive to you right now?
Sure. So I think biotech, pharmaceutical, and healthcare are all sort of an attractive sector to me right now. And the reason why is we have 70 million aging baby boomers. We've had a lot of M&A activity that is now starting to pay off. Hopefully those costs are sort of priced in and it's going to start paying dividends in the future. We have dividends. We have stocks like Merck and Pfizer that generate good income where you can't really find it anywhere else these days. You've got companies like Medtronic, which are keeping up with the S&P 500 this year. They have therapeutic devices to regulate heartbeats and things like that. You have strong pipelines, and basically, I think it's cheap. It's cheap as a sector.
What define cheap?
So 15.1 versus 12-month profit forecasts. So it's the second cheapest sector out there besides financials right now, late cycle performer. And I think that when you have this pipeline, you have these companies coming out with these key drugs like Keytruda, HIV vaccinations, Medtronics with all of their tachycardia, bradycardia devices. You have some room for growth there if these things sort of pan out into the marketplace.
I think there's a company we talked about earlier today, Reata Pharmaceuticals. I'm not going to ask you to get into the company. It's up 250% this year. It's down a little bit today. Positive trials. But, if it's up 250%, everybody's looking for everything they can get. The risk to this group, as you know, Sylvia, is just if you don't get exactly what people want, and you're so headline driven, are you not?
You're so headline driven, and there's an issue with this sector in general, in that, it is sort of politically laced. If you kind of look at it from the outside, you've had the opioid crisis, you have politics, but biotech in particular and pharmaceuticals aren't really susceptible to that. Trade wars don't matter for that. Politics don't matter for that. When you look at ETFs, instead of picking a single name like that, you have this broad-based exposure to biotech, and you have a whole bunch of companies with a whole bunch of clinical trials, drugs coming out, and if enough of them hit, you get some performance there. Besides, outside of trying to spot check and pick your Bernados or pick your Medtronics, I think it's better to look at the sector as a whole. And
you guys, of course, you have some of these 2 and 3 times levered, which,
yes.
Listen, you're betting. These are bets, right? I mean, these are big bets. You've got one ticker, CURE, Cure.
Yes.
I get it, yes. 3 times levered. So this is somebody who's going to make an aggressive
short-term
and potentially
yes.
short-term and risky bet on
yes,
biotech.
Absolutely. So these are for sophisticated traders who can tolerate risk and have strong conviction in both the underlying direction of the index, so the volatility. You want trend is your friend here. Range-bound volatility is bad for long-term holding periods, and has strong conviction on the direction. So you want direction and you want volatility opinions. And short-term, you can really benefit from that magnified exposure if it goes your way.